The saga began on a day in May when Tina Ray's beloved dog, Jax, was shot and killed by Augusta County Sheriff's deputy, Michael Roane. Ray, devastated by the loss of her pet, sought justice for Jax, arguing that Roane's actions constituted an unreasonable seizure of her property, violating the Fourth Amendment. In addition to the lawsuit filed by Tina Ray against the deputy, a video was also produced by supporters seeking justice for Jax. The video pleaded for justice for Tina's beloved Jax.
Meet Jax. Jax was a 7-year-old German Shepherd who always forgot he was no longer an excited little puppy. He loved his human Tina so much. Between playing in his yard and with his human companions, Jax had a great life. Now meet Deputy Michael Roane. Deputy Roane destroyed Jax's great life. In September of 2017, Deputy Roane pulled his car into Jax's yard. Other officers were on the scene petting Jax, according to a lawsuit in the case. Yet Roane stepped forward and executed Jax, shooting the poor dog in the head at point-blank range. According to the lawsuit, the dog posed no threat to the deputy. Augusta County Sheriff Donald Smith cleared Roane and then promoted him. The guy literally executed a family pet and he gets a promotion? It's time to get justice for Jax.
The lower court, however, did not see eye to eye with Ray. It ruled in favor of Roane, dismissing Ray's lawsuit twice, basing its decision first on issues with Ray's evidence and then on the qualified immunity doctrine. This doctrine shields government officials from being held personally liable for constitutional violations, like the Fourth Amendment in this case, unless they clearly violate established statutory or constitutional rights of which a reasonable person would have known. However, the United States Court of Appeals for the Fourth Circuit thought differently. The appellate court overturned the lower court's verdict, stating that the lower court had erred in its judgment. The court noted that the facts disputed in the case, such as whether Jax posed a threat to Roane, were significant and should have been considered by a jury. The Fourth Circuit's ruling was a critique of the lower court's handling of the case, especially its application of the qualified immunity doctrine. The appellate court emphasized that qualified immunity should not be a blanket protection for law enforcement officers in situations where their actions are questionable. This pivotal decision in Tina Ray versus Michael Roane has far-reaching implications. It highlights the need for law enforcement accountability and sheds light on the constitutional rights of pet owners. It emphasizes that pets are more than just property. They are valued and loved members of our families. Moreover, the case underscores the importance of disputed facts and their role in court decisions. It asserts that these facts should not be overlooked, but rather examined thoroughly, pointing to a more meticulous approach in future legal proceedings. The appeals court put its instructions to the lower court in the bluntest of possible terms. The time has come for a jury trial in this case. Lastly, the case challenges the application of the qualified immunity doctrine, suggesting that it should not be used as a shield for law enforcement officers to hide behind when their actions are in dispute. This could potentially lead to a re-evaluation of how qualified immunity is applied in future cases. In conclusion, the case of Tina Ray versus Michael Roane is a significant development in the legal landscape. It stands as a beacon for law enforcement accountability and pet owners' rights, redefining the boundaries of what is acceptable and what is not. This case is not just about a deputy and a dog, it's about every pet owner and every law enforcement officer in the country. It's about justice, fairness, and the unalienable rights that every citizen and their pets are entitled to. After years of delay from lower court decisions, Tina Ray and the memory of her beloved Jax will finally have their day in court. To stay up to date on stories about police corruption and misconduct, subscribe to Breaking Through News on the Newsbreak app or at breakingthrough.com.